Pennine, digital net. Very good evening or very good day, wherever you are here on the channel or on YouTube. I guess we will also be streamed on YouTube. A very good day to all. I see there's been, let's start with it. Please leave 3 to 4 seconds between overs. That makes the changing easier, and that makes some days maybe for chickens, you never know. Okay, no, let's go. You are at the top of the list. Golf 4, Juliet Bravo Alpha, the group of an 8 November Tango. Nothing heard from Jim. Let's try Paul. Golf 0 TVB. Paul, are you around? You are probably just on the road, but let's try. Go ahead, Paul. Good day, wherever you are here on the channel or on YouTube. I guess we will. Nothing heard from Paul. Well, let's go to Adrian. Golf 6, Juliet Quebec, it's a group of an 8 November Tango. Go ahead, Adrian.
ONHNC from G4IWO. Jeff, I'm not sure you're reading from those currently logged on to Reflector D at the moment. If you just go back to XLX board, you'll see that we've got a slightly different list than those you're going through, over.
Okay. Okay, yeah. Well, I'm listening. Yeah, I'm reading from the list on the dashboard here on the 305 dashboard. But anyway, it's your turn. It's your turn. Go ahead. Go for Elias Oscar, the group of an 8 November Tango.
Yeah, Roger, Jeff. ON8NT from G4IWO. Yeah, I'm not sure what was happening there, but you were reading out a list of people who I couldn't see on my dashboard here, which is very strange. Anyway, good to see you, Jeff, in the chair. And I know Jeff M0AUG is on his way down to the RSGB convention this weekend. So I hope he has a safe journey and thoroughly enjoys himself. And I'm sure we'll hear from Jeff when he gets back. I thought we had a nice chat last night. It was very pleasant to share information from the Handfest to all. I haven't had an opportunity during the day to download the film and put it up on YouTube, but hopefully I'll get that done either later this evening or first thing tomorrow morning. Been a bit busy today, sending off requests and emails to invite people to come and speak at the club over the coming months. So that's always a busy time for me, Jeff. So that's it from me for the moment. I'll pass the microphone back to you. ON8NT and the group from G4IWO.
Yes. Go for the group of an 8 November Tango. I had a little bit of difficulties to copy you because you were kicked out, let's say, every 20 seconds or something. But I will check that with Pete. Do you have the same observation? Golf Mark 4, Juliet Kilo Zulu, group of an 8 November Tango.
November Tango GM for JKZ. Good evening, Jeff, and one and all. Are you copying me, by the way?
Good copy, Keith. Go ahead.
Oh. From GM for JKZ. Yeah, I'm on the handheld tonight, and the battery's running a bit low. I just lost the display momentarily. Yeah, it was. I agree with you. It was cutting in and out with me as well, but I could still 100% understandable, no problems at all there. So yes, good evening, one and all. I've only got 3 things to sort of add tonight. Apart from the fact it's 3.5 degrees, I did check Jeff on the temperature outside on the heating system, which I've been playing with for the last 2 days to change over a control panel and get the underfloor heating and radiator systems back up and running. So I think I'm there. Tonight will be the test, but last night was nice and warm and toasty, so I think I was successful on that. The URCDX contest last weekend was good. Pretty contest. Managed to 150 contacts. With the multipliers, interestingly enough, I worked one station on 80 meters, and that gave me a multiplier additional score of 366 points. So a total of 38,796 so far. And there is a what they call it, like an attendance certificate. So if you want a certificate from the group, so I'm a member, I hasten to add. At the end of the checking session, if you just ask for one, just send them an email, they'll get one out to you. So that was interesting. I currently stand second in Scotland, 45th in Europe, and 53rd in the world. But that was 3 days ago. Obviously, more logs probably went in. And the other thing on which is the Macrothon this weekend, which is if you go on GMT 12 till 8 on Saturday, and then 4 till 12, and then Sunday is 8 till 4. So there's 8-hour shifts on there, which is quite interesting to work different parts of the world on different bands. So with that, one other thing, I did look at the Pennine handbook site the other day and noticed that there was the calendar was up to date, but the information on the right-hand side was out of date, the larger print. I'm not sure whether that's just a copy of the most recent newsletter or not. I'm not sure, but I thought I'd just raise that this evening. So back to you, Jeff. 08 November Tango, from the group GM4JKZ.
Roger, GM4JKZ. Group 08 November Tango, and okay about your heating problems, Nick. I hope that will be solved this night or this evening. I hope really not that because the temperature in Scotland must be much lower than it has here. We have about 14 degrees today during the day, and this night we will get something like 11 or 12 degrees. So that's quite reasonable, I think. No rain today, just overcast weather and no wind at all, actually. Okay, and okay about the reading contest. Well, I put my log. I sent my log to the organizers, and it was approved. So I'm waiting for more news. Actually, I didn't claim any scores because my program is not able to count that. But anyway, we will see how that is running. Probably I should go to the website and see if they are giving me points or not. To see. And okay, thank you about the tip of the contest this weekend. I will look to that and see if I can participate. Let's see if there is anyone on the computer on GB7 Hotel X-Ray. Anybody on GB7 Hotel X-Ray wants to join the net from 08 November Tango and the
D3FAO.
Okay, let's go to the States. Well, I hope everything is okay with you there. We saw the news about what happened in Florida, but I think you are quite away from there, so I hope everything is okay with you. November 4, X-Ray Alpha Tango to Group 08 November Tango. November 4, X-Ray Alpha Tango, first block of the evening. Good afternoon to everyone that won the net this evening. We were pretty lucky. At one time, I lived in Pensacola, Western Florida, and I still have a daughter that lives there. But I don't believe that the hurricane got over that far. It got into the Gulf, and I just saw recently, in the last hours, over there even were deaths, quite a bit of destruction, and over 1 million homes without electricity. So but it looked like it came into the Gulf and then went east. And I haven't followed it today. I did follow it most of the night to see where it was going. Radio-wise, I've been had good days and bad days this week. It really is weird. This morning the QSB was very bad on 15 meters. I wasn't able to work at Barry in Sweden, and I worked Penn in Mid Sussex, so I can't really complain about that. As a matter of fact, I worked Penn in both CW and SSB on 15 meters, so I can't complain about that. The weather here this morning was cold. It was 5 Celsius, and right now it is up to 16. We do expect frost tonight. We have a frost warning for tonight, and then it's going to warm up again. It's that time of year when each day you look forward to a little different type of a day. So there you go. I'll pass more on the next transmission. ON8NT was the group, number 4, X-ray Alpha Tango. Okay, Bob, 100% copy. November 4, X-ray Alpha Tango, the group ON8 November Tango, and okay about your daughter living in Florida, and hopefully everything is okay there. That's good news. And okay about the conditions, I agree. The conditions have been bad, but today it was a little bit better. So I worked some VK station this morning, JA, and then Mongolia, Juliet Tango 1 wasn't this early afternoon. So conditions are improving, that definitely. And also I enjoyed a little bit the slow scan TV things from the International Space Station. Today they were not, well, on the last pass they were active, but during the day I haven't heard anything. But on the very last pass that I could copy here, they were active. Okay, let's go to Mike 0, Romeo Oscar Lima. Andrew, the group ON8 November Tango.
ON8 November Tango in the group. This is M0 Harlow. Good evening, Jeff, and good evening everyone else on the net tonight. Just before I forget, Nick came over perfect for me down in Minehead. No broken calculations at all. So I guess it's some of the Americans pipes that are blocked in some directions, but they were clear down to Minehead. So I hope everyone is well. I have to say that I can't beat Keith scores on the Ricky contest. I was on the radio yesterday, but taking part in the centenary of the Italian radio club, I think it is. I made a few contacts there. Conditions did improve, but I put up a different end set halfway, which made all the difference. And yeah, that's an enjoyable time having a chat with people, including the one doing a castle on the air in Germany. So that was quite an enjoyable hour or so that I managed to get. But there we are. But I think this will be going to get quite as cold as Scotland, but we're down to 5 degrees tonight, with a possibility of right in the northern lights. Well, it's actually raining at the moment, so hopefully that will clear. So later on this evening should be okay. But and a glorious day tomorrow, I think, for a change before the rain comes back. So I'll pass it back to you, Jeff, on this quick over from me. ON8 November Tango in the group. This is M0ROL.
ON8 November Tango, and thank you very much for the report on this signal. That's good news. So there must be some problems somewhere over the internet. So we will see how that develops. Anyway, and okay, well, I don't know how many points I have in the reading. I worked about 150 stations in the reading contest, about 150. But of course, if 10 months I was in the QRP list, there was no QRP class, but I just worked with 10 months and with my mobile list. Okay, Peter, Mike 0, Fox, Bravo, Papa, Bravo, Fox, sorry, Mike 0, Papa, Bravo, Fox, started something on my eyesight. A very good evening, Peter, and I guess you have some weather news there. Go ahead. From 08 November Tango in the group.
08 November Tango in the group. M0 PBF. Yes, well, on my weather station here, the temperature is 4.8 and dropping at 1 degree C per hour at the moment. So I don't know what it will level out to tonight. I guess probably between 2 and 3. The barometer's 1011 hectopascals, and the wind is indicating that it's in the west, but at the moment it's absolutely 0 knots. So there we are. We're looking forward, I think, to 3 or 4 days of reasonably good weather, maybe the odd shower, but we are into October, but reasonably good weather, but cold because of the north to northwesterly circulation that we've got. So I guess the places in Scotland that are going to, in the Glens are going to drop to 0 or even down to -3 or 4. So there we are. And NOAA, the National Oceanographic, give me tongue there, National Oceanographic and NOAA, Atmospheric Administration in the States, it's the sort of equivalent of NATO, but it's a lot lower down and wetter. There we go. They're forecasting that the aurora could be visible down to 45 degrees. So that would, in European terms, that would take it into northern Spain. So if the sky's clear tonight in the UK or over Europe, it's certainly worth going out. Probably the best time is between 11 and 12, that sort of time, if you've not got the light pollution. And luckily where I am, it's reasonably dark. There are street lights, but it's actually reasonably a dark sky. I've done nothing on the radio today. Today is the first Thursday of the month is my industrial archaeology day. So I was in Manchester with the Manchester Industrial Archaeology Society thing to collect. So that was my thing. So back to you, Jeff. So an HNT M0 PBX.
Thanks, Peter. Thanks, BPS. For an 8 November Tango, quite interesting. The Industrial Archaeology Society. That's quite good. That's just another hobby. Why not? And obviously, thank you very much for the mentioning of the aurora. Probably, I will take a look. I will take a look and see if there is anything that I can see. And I think we here are also expecting some nice weather for the coming 4 or 5 days. They are expecting on Tuesday 20 degrees during the day, so that for the rest of the week that will be 18 to 20 degrees. So that's quite good, I think. Okay, I'm curious what the weather is in Germany. Delta Lima 1 Bravo Juliet Whiskey and Delta Lima 8 BDP from 08 November Tango. We had Mike.
Good evening to all, and hope everybody is okay. Very yeah, the senior contest, the SSC contest will be beginning this weekend, coming weekend. For me, anyway, so I think the microphone that does everybody from
This is Delta Lima 8 Bravo Delta. Thank you for the thing. Very good evening to all of you from northern Germany. As Mike said, weather quite not quite pleasant at the moment, but yes, during the weekend there is an upcoming event here nearby. There will be a flea market at a small town called Elstreet, which is about 20 kilometers west from here. And yes, there will be quite many people who will sell some stuff. So some ham radio stuff, ham radio flea market. And so we will making a list what things will be to do there, and perhaps we'll find something. But most times the event that counts, and not the things that one can take home with. So let's win it. So I have the microphone back to Oscar November 8, November Tango.
Okay, Mike and Adriano, thank you very much, and congratulations, Mike, on your VKZL and contacts there in Simosaiban. That's fantastic. That's really fantastic. I do a lot of them in FT8, but in Simosaiban, I cannot remember that I made one US, of course. So that's really very good. Congratulations there. Yeah, hopefully you find some good things there on the free market. Curious to know if you will find what you like to find or what you needed. I'm really interested. So next week we will learn more about that. And I will the microphone now to John, Golf 3 Sierra Alpha Oscar. Very good evening, John, from the group ON8 November Tango. Go ahead.
ON8 November Tango, Golf 3 Sierra Alpha Oscar. And I see my information is popping up. So the name is John, and I'm not too far from Nick. I'm in a little place called Milnrow, which is also near Rochdale. And I noticed that Nick has posted a photograph of the aurora from the hilltop above both our QTH, which is about 4 miles up that. About 6 kilometers from here. It's very good, but I look out the window, but I've not seen anything yet. I'm just going to give a short over because I'm not sure whether I'm getting through. I've had all sorts of problems trying to get through using DMR. I'm using Blue DV at the moment, and I have at least been able to hear you well, which has been an improvement. So I'm just going to listen, Jeff. But very nice to hear everybody, and I'll pass it back to you now. ON8 November Tango, Golf 3 Sierra Alpha Oscar.
Alpha Oscar, and 8 November Tango, that was a good over. John, no problem at all. There was a very, very short cut in your intervention, but it was really a question of 2 or 3 seconds, something like that. The rest was perfect, so no problem at all. I see that 280 Oscar Golf November popped up here on the dashboard, so I will give you the microphone. Go ahead. It is Owen, but I'm not sure. Go ahead, Owen.
ON810T, 2 Echo 0 Oscar Golf November. Hello. Yeah, I've been listening on GB7HX, but I thought I'd try connect this stuff to see if the reception was a bit better, but yeah, a bit interesting. Very glitchy tonight. I'm going out to Activated Park tomorrow afternoon, I think it is. GB. Oh, I can't remember off the top of my head. One of the new parks near Huddersfield, West Yorkshire. So that should be interesting. Yeah, I'll pass it back to you. NA70 in the group 30 again.
OGN. Group of 8 November Tango, that was a good copy, no problem at all. And interesting about the park is I guess you will post it on the WhatsApp link. So if I am available tomorrow afternoon, which I am, but I have to go to the doctor for my COVID jab. That is how you call that the jab, no? I have to go at 4 o'clock with the doctor together with my wife to get our COVID injection. So yeah, let's see what will happen anyway. Okay, so back to the top of the list, I will try Jim. Go for Juliet Bravo Alpha. Would you like to comment, Jim? If not, that's no problem at all. Go ahead. Come over 8 November Tango in the country. Nothing heard from Jim. So let's go to G6 MJQ. Adrian, the group of 8 November Tango. Go ahead, Adrian. Looking from Adrian. Let's go to Nick. G4 IWO, the group of 8 November Tango. Go ahead, Nick.
Oh, and 8 November Tango in the group from G4IWO. Yes, thank you very much, Jeff, and good copy on everyone on that last over. A very big hello to John, G3SAO, my very close neighbour here. It's got to be just a couple of miles away from me, John. Good to hear you on this evening, and copied 100% of your over last time, John. I'm hoping that this aurora and the northern lights that we can see here is going to lead to a bit of a lift on VHF. There hasn't been much indication of that earlier today, but hopefully there will be this evening. So when we come off the digital net this evening, I'm going to switch my IC705 over to 2 meters and see what can be heard there on 2 meters. I guess, John, I'm in a slightly higher location than you. I'm at the top of the hill in Shore, overlooking Littleborough and Milne Row. So I suspect my QTH is slightly higher up the hill than you are down there, John. I'm very much looking forward to next week. We've got Bob giving his talk on his one-man D expedition to ZL and the Pacific. And that should be extremely interesting. And it will be nice to get his perspective on operating from ZL and the Pacific when you're actually down there, when you're not the DX and other people are chasing you, which will be good. And to Owen, 2E0 OGN, looking forward to seeing you pop up, hopefully tomorrow afternoon. I don't know what you're going to be running tomorrow, Owen, HF or VHF, but I'm sure you're posted on the POTA app, and I'll look out for you if I get back home tomorrow afternoon in time. And I'm very pleased to say we have got a speaker coming up, hopefully in November, from the Parks on the Air group in the UK, one of the people who's responsible for the mapping in England, talking about the developments that have been taking place there, which I think will be very interesting. So back to you, Jeff. ON8NT in the group G4IWO.
IWO going 8 November Tango, and that was an perfect over this time. So I don't know what happened before, but anyway, it was perfect over, so no problems at all. So let's go to Scotland, Gold Line 4 Juliet Kilo in the group over 8 November Tango. Go ahead, please.
Oh, and 8 November Tango, they're at GM4JKZ, being attacked by a small dog at the moment. Oh, off it goes. Yes, I changed over to the 5100 because the battery didn't hold out on the handheld. I just remembered Jim won't be up tonight because he's down at his model Steam group on every other Thursday, so it'll be with us next week, but not tonight. I've had a look out the window. I can't see any coloured aurora up here at the moment, although it's relatively clear. So I'll certainly put my head out, as Peter suggested, at between 11 and 12. Well, nearly wants the other dog to play, so rather than punish your ears, I'll put it back to the Jeff. I heard 8 November Tango. For JKZ.
GM4JKZ, the group of 8 November Tango, and I could very well hear the second operator, no problem at all. Okay, so yeah, let's go to Mike 0 Romeo Oscar Lima. Andrew, the group, go ahead, Andrew. Go ahead, Andrew.
ON8 November Tango in the group M0RL. Thanks, Jeff. Just for everyone, a date for your diary. 24th of October is World Polio Day, which I expect you've heard of it. But the preceding probably 2 days and the following two days, the now defunct Rotarians of Amateur Radio, there's about 30 of us, are running a special event station, Golf Bravo 4 Whiskey Papa Delta, all to do with polio eradication, which Rotary has had a major influence with, including Paul, try and get it. I'll think of it in a minute, but it's a big foundation that has been responsible for inoculating millions of people around the world. Polio has almost been eradicated, but unfortunately through the wars now in Lebanon, there's been some increase of outbursts of polio, which is quite disappointing because the teams can't get in to vaccinate the children in those areas. So yeah, make people aware of World Polio Day. GB4WPD will be on the air. I'll have a slot at some time which I'll post on WhatsApp, and hope both on 40 meters, 20 and possibly 10 as well. Hopefully if the conditions are right, I'll work from home so I can get the extra power of that one. So yeah, hopefully be able to speak to you of you around about the 24th of October. I've got very little on this moment to actually say, but I will certainly be looking out for the Northern Lights later on tonight to see if we can catch it. We've got not an awful lot of light pollution here. The street lights are very few and far between. The houses need to be turning some of them off to save money, so it's fairly dark. So it'll be interesting to see it. So back to you guys. And 8 November Tango and still ROL.
M0 ROL, the group of 8 November Tango, and thank you very much for that information. Andrew, I definitely want to try to contact that station, so we will see it on WhatsApp, and if I am available on that day, I really want to work that station. Very good initiative, I think, to keep that a little bit in the public attention. Okay, no, I saw Bob popping in and out on the dashboard, so I will try to see if Bob can commit to November 4 X-ray Alpha Tango to Group 08 November Tango. Go ahead, Bob. Well, and ANT November 4 X-ray Alpha Tango. For some reason, the thing keeps cutting out. I have to bring it up. I don't know what's happening. I don't know whether I have an unstable internet connection or what, but it keeps cutting out, and then I have to log back in again to do to get through to you. I hopefully I'm still getting through, Jeff. First of all, you mentioned parcel in the air, Joel Miller. As of this morning, I have 1,215 parks. A couple every day, but some days aren't quite as well as others. And since I got to 705, I like QRP so much that yesterday I put an application into the North American QRP CW Club. I haven't got a response yet. They say just check, see if I show up. But so as of this morning, my name wasn't on the membership list yet, but I'll keep checking that every couple of days. But most of my life before Dole, mostly HF, and I've enjoyed it. But it's always 100 watts or more. Usually 100 watts. And this bit of working just 10 watts from this, it really is interesting. Some of the stuff that I've been getting is just 10 watts or less. We'll head back to you, Jeff. The next go around. 018 NT, November 4 X-ray Alpha Tango. Okay, well, congrats on that. I mean, that's brilliant. So, being a new member of this North American QRP club. Yeah, well, I'm personally, I'm not using more than 20 watts on HF here. Maybe on VHF I can go to 60 or 70 watts or something, but on HF I'm normally not using more than 20 watts. Sometimes in SSD when I try to contact again, I put maybe 45 watts or something. This evening it was very strong actually. But then I lost him, and I had to go to the dining table, so I missed him. But anyway, it was very strong this evening, stronger than yesterday. And by the way, maybe I forgot about it, but I really enjoyed the meeting yesterday. Very interesting to see what was happening there. And you are on the Hamfest. I really enjoyed the discussion around that. So very good. Okay, no. Peter, Mike Zero, Papa, Bravo, Foxtrot, I say it right this time. Group 08 November Tango, go ahead, Peter.
M. 8 November Tango, Mike Zero, Papa Bravo Foxtrot. I think it's great that the World Polio Day has a special event station because it was. I remember having a neighbour in the 1950s who was occupied by disease. It's good that throughout the world we've been able to stamp it out, and we should work together to do other diseases. I think malaria is now close to the top of the list as far as that's concerned. And on a lighter note, and on a point of radio history, on the 18th of October 2004 is 100 years since the first trans-global radio communication, which occurred between a school in North London, Mill Hill School in New Zealand. And there's a special event station in the UK and a special event station in New Zealand, and I was speaking on 40 meters to GB2NZ, which is the UK station, and That's what I'm thinking. For most of the month of October to celebrate the 100th anniversary, which is really absolutely, I guess, is quite significant after 2023 when the 2023. 1923, when there was first transatlantic communication. So, and they're operating on HF from 40 down to 10. We was on 40 in the UK when I spoke to him, but he told me they were operating on 40 down to 10, depending on propagation. So that's worth looking out for. Golf Bravo 2 November Zulu, yeah. And the New Zealand one, if people are better, I would never contact them. I would be very, very lucky to get in touch with New Zealand, but the special event course on is Zulu, Zulu, I can never ZM 100 Delta X, Bavaria. Well, that was just one to look out for if people are on it. Back to you, Jeff. ONH, November Tango, M0 PDF.
Hey, Roger, thank you. That's very interesting information. Another one to look out for when I am on 40 meters or on any other band. I probably can work that Go Bravo 2 November Zulu, that Zulu leap, that Zulu Mike 100 beats. Well, we probably did more difficult, but anyway, we can give it a try. It's a very good initiative, and I was not aware of that historical fact, but so I learned something new this evening, like I learned on every nap here. Okay, back to Germany. Delta Lima 1 Bravo 3 Whiskey and Delta Lima 8 PDT. Mike and Adriana, go ahead from 08 November Tango.
Yeah, thank you. This is Delta Lima 1 Bravo Juliet Whiskey. First of all, I'm always astonished at Bob's achievements on parks on the air. If I remember correctly, Bob, last time you were under 1200 and now you're 1215, if I remember correctly. It must be very difficult to contact further parks because 1200 is such a huge number. it's almost unbelievable. Well done. On my side, I think I mentioned last time that I was ordering a new antenna tuner from China, especially the ATU 10 for QRP for 500 milliwatts up to 20 watts. And it arrived, we tested it, and it is working okay on most bands. It's very handy because it's got an inbuilt rechargeable battery, and it's relatively small, like 2 packets for cigarettes, I think, and it's not too heavy. Has 2 BNC sockets on the back, and easy to operate. But we found that it is working extremely well on 40 meters and 20 meters, but not reliable on 10 and 12 meters, astonishingly. Perhaps it's because of the antenna we tested it with, but I'm not sure about that. But for small money, it's a good buy, I think. Yeah, and then I've got a very small CW pedal made of kind of plastic, but a durable plastic, which I really love. And believe it or not, I broke one of the pedals with my thumb operating it. So it had to be sent to the dealers, and I hope I will get it back repaired with a new pedal. it's really very handy and very lightweight, and you could push the pedals into a case, so that is very, very small to take with you, and also very light and weight. So hope this will come back from the dealers very soon. That's all from my side. Passing the microphone to Delta Made Profit Delta. Thank you.
Yeah, this is Delta Made Bravo Delta Tango for the group. First of all, I have to add something to my last one. I wanted to say something about the weather, and I covered it only a little roughly. The weather conditions here are not so good, I said, which means in the evening there are only 9 degrees centigrade, and during daytime 13 degrees centigrade. But with the little rain at the moment, and there shall be much more rain showers during the next few days. And yes, some thunderstorms, but not yet in this area. So we hope that this will not cover our location here. And there should be some storm today, but this passed by, fortunately. So this was the weather report I would add. And yes, Aurora-wise, I have to say something. Frank from here has written to us that it will be today going outside watching for the northern lights. There shall be visible northern lights at the moment at Kiel. And yes, the call sign of Frank, I didn't mention of Delta, Golf, Oscar, Alpha, Yankee. So let's hope for the best that he will be lucky and see the northern lights there. So at the moment here there is a little bit of clear sky. During the whole day there have been many clouds. So perhaps we will have a look outside the window, but I can't predict we won't see anything as during the last few months such occasion. Yes, and I think yesterday's report from work has been excellent, very interesting, and it would be interesting to take part in such an event. So it's always good to have your input. So this is all from my side, and my respect to us and the rate of the tank.
Delta Lima 1 Bravo Juliet Whiskey and Delta Lima 8 Bravo Delta Tango from Moscow November 8. And the group, well, thank you very much for all the information, and congratulations that on the new toys on the ATU and the CV panel. With some problems, but anyway, I'm sure you will solve them, Mike and Adriana. And okay, about the WX reporter in Germany, which is not that good as we will have in the coming days, and as we have in the last couple of days, actually. So I think to the Belgian-German border, there has been some floodings because there was a lot of rain with the rest of Kirk, which passed by, but we didn't have anything. So that was quite good for us, but not for them, of course. Yeah. And okay, about Frank and Aurora. Yeah, looking forward to maybe know a little bit more about that. Let's go to John. Golf 3 Sierra Alpha Oscar. The group for an 8 November Tango. Go ahead, John.
ON8 MT, Golf 3 Sierra Alpha Oscar. Well, thank you, Jeff. I'm just going to apologise because I've missed quite a lot of what's been happening. I was someone downstairs to solve a problem, and it's still ongoing a little bit. It's not serious, but it just has to be done. So I'm afraid I've missed quite a lot. I've looked outside here. We're down in the valley below where Nick took his photograph of the Northern Lights, but I can't see anything from down here. But I think it's quite cloudy. Anyway, thank you for letting me in, Jeff. Hopefully I will sort out the little problems I'm left with this system. But thank you anyway, and I hope I'm still getting through okay. Don't know what it sounds like. But, I'll try and talk to somebody else tomorrow and get some more detailed reports. So thank you very much, and have a good night. I am going to have to leave you now and go back to this issue. So I'll wish everybody a very good night and 7-3 from near Rochdale in Greater Manchester. 018 G3 SAO. Good night all.
Go to 018 November Tango, no problem, John. I would say thank you very much for coming in, for joining the net, and hope you can solve the problem there, and hope to catch you next week, and wish you all the best, John. And let's go to Owen. Echo Zero Oscar Golf November, the group 018 November Tango. Go ahead, Owen.
018 November Tango. 280 OGN. Yeah, I'll be on HF and VHF when I'm at the park tomorrow, and we'll see which band and what the conditions are like. Yeah, that's all. I don't really have much else to say. I'll pass it back to you. 018 30 OGN.
Okay, Roger Owen. Echo Zero Oscar Golf November. 018 November Tango. Yeah, well, I think the conditions have improved today, but I see the evening I'm now on 70 meters, and I see there are only 2 stations for the waterfall, so the air conditions are going down quite fast, so that's probably because of the aurora. Okie doke, let's go for the last round for the finals. And I keep it for the last one. I keep it for the last one for the final remarks. Both night 4 to get Kilo Zulu to group 018 November Tango.
November Tango GM for JK0 from the final. Yes, okay then, Jeff, fine. Oh dear, I've come back downstairs on my handheld now. It's a bit of a charge because looking after all the animals tonight, and they're running riot. One wants feeding. The dog's chasing the cat. I'll save the picture for next week, but you'll love the picture. What they will do for a small piece of a ginger biscuit, I don't know. Yeah, listening to what's been going on. 24th of October, certainly we'll be looking out for GB4 WPD, for sure. And also the centenary stations, GB2NZ. That sounds good. And it would be nice to work ZM100DX, that's for sure, up here. Only just put the antenna back up this afternoon. I've had it down for a day and a half with high winds that we had. So handling the way I'm animal sitting. So it's very difficult to get upstairs and make sure that the animal's okay downstairs. So at least they're back tomorrow night. That's good. And it's 2.5 degrees now, so Peter's predictions are good. It's dropping 1 degree every hour or so up here for sure. So with that, I might see you, might see some of you, you never know, on the Macrosol at the weekend. But otherwise, have a jolly good rest of the week until next Thursday. And I forgot to say also, I do apologise. I was last night's meeting was very good for me. It was interesting to listen to your comments and have another look around. That's for sure. Okay, thanks for running the net, Jeff. 08 November Tango with the group from GN48KZ in the Scottish borders.
Thank you very much for your contribution and for being here. And I will try to be on the written context this weekend, so I will try to do that. Depending on the activities we will have to do here also, but I will try to get some back there. And we go to Mike 0, Romeo Oscar Lima. Andrew, for your final remarks, go ahead.
08 November Tango in the group is M0ROR. Yeah, well, thanks, Jeff. Just a little bit of news. I had a long chat with G6LSN Dave a few days ago. He's making good progress. I think that he's got all the staff in Calgary is running around after him and having to work around his nocturnal habit. I think he said he was going to try and get up on the downs with his radio as well. He's got his radio with him, but he can't actually use his hotspot from inside the parachute up there. So he's making good progress. I think he's got another week or so to go, and then he should be back on the air. But in the meantime, Jeff, thanks very much for running the net tonight. And it's always good to catch up on a Thursday with everyone. There seems to be a lot of activity. I'll be poking my head out the door shortly to see if there's any sign of the Northern Lights. Maybe they'll have to set the camera on low exposure to be able to see it. But I will I'll go from there. And in the meantime, I will say 73 to all, and I'll catch up with you next week. So back to you, Jeff. 08 November Tango in the group. M0ROL.
ROL, the group, 08 November Tango. Thank you very much, Dave, for being here. And thank you very much for the update about Dave, G6ZSN. If you hear him, give him our best regards from me and from the group, I guess, and hope everything will develop in the right direction. Andrew, I'm sure you will do that. Okay, let's go to, I take both first. November 4, X-Ray Alpha Tango, the group. And congratulations on your parts on the air. It's rising steadily but fastly, I think. Go ahead, Bob, from 08 November Tango in the group. This weekend, I do it. Working on in World War II radio, and they're going to try to set up a position for me and try to get me down there. It's a little difficult, but usually they'll have a helper to get me down there. And the problem, of course, I'll be using an RBC receiver, and I'm not sure what transmitter they're trying to set up for me, and I'll be using a straight T. So it won't sound anything like what I've been doing recently with the electronic key. Hi, that's if I get down there. But I do it to ship this weekend, and of course it'll start out regular, the Nova radio room, the one on the main deck, which is where I usually operate from, in SATCOM 2, usually around what time is it? For 1300 Zulu usually I start. So for me there, and if they can get me down below and they get that other World War II radio, they get the position set up, I'll try to operate from World War II radio also. With that, thank you for running the net, Jeff. Thank you for all the participation and all the listeners. With that, 73, and I can be aboard again next week. ON8NT, November 4, X-Ray Alpha Tango. November 4, X-Ray Alpha Tango. 08 November Tango in the group. Thank you very much for your participation and for being here, Bob. And I'm surely looking forward to hear you or to see you on the ship there in the weekend. So I will see if I can get anything from your CW on that old receiver and transmitter and otherwise maybe from the normal position box. So yeah, I will also try to take into that to see if I can catch if conditions are right. Okie doke, let's go. 5-0. Papa Bravo Foxtrot, group 8 November Tango.
November 8th, November Tango. Thanks, Zed. Papa Bravo Foxtrot. Thank you, Jeff, for running the net. Good net. Enjoyed it this evening. Thank you, everybody, for your company and conversation. And 73 to all. So back to you, Jeff. 8 November Tango. M0 PBF.
0 PBF, the group 8 November Tango. Yeah, thank you very much for being here, Peter. Always a pleasure to chat with you, and hope to catch you next week. And let's go to Germany for your final. Delta Lima 1 Bravo Juliet Whiskey and Delta Lima 8 DDD, the group 8 November Tango.
Contact between the countries. I thought they thing from 1st of October to the 1st of December next year. This is why they're going on direct on CW and SPs and publicity. This is something for most of us we can tell systems that will high power systems that could be a possibility. Okay, thank you for the net. Thank you for hosting the net. So excellent. Thank you for all your expertise and interesting input. It was a pleasure to be part of it again. So let's say 73 DX from Northern Germany. This was Delta Lima 1 Bravo Juliet Whiskey. Hoping to hear you soon on the band or on another net. And passing the microphone to Delta Lima 8 Bravo Delta Tango.
Yeah, this is Delta Lima 8 Bravo Delta Tango. The final. Thank you very much, Jeff, for hosting the net, and thank you all for your company this evening. It was very, very interesting, and I hope that you all will be safe, especially that your family will be safe. In the next days, I will storm there in the south. How the country will calm down and everything will be well. So 73 and 88 from Northern Germany. See you down the line, and next week on Delta Lima 8 Bravo Delta Tango, handing the microphone back to November 8 November Tango.
Thank you, Mike and Adriana, Delta Lima 1 BJW and Delta Lima 8 BDT. Thank you very much for your participation and your ideas and so on. And looking forward to meet you next week on the net. And let's go to Owen, to Echo Zero Oscar Golf November. For your final, Owen, go ahead from 8 November Tango in the group.
8 November Tango to Echo Zero Oscar Golf November. Yeah, thank you very much for doing the net. It's been great, and 73s to all. I'm extremely tired tonight. I look forward to speaking to you all again next week. Oh, and 8NT to E0 again.
Okay, Roger, Owen, and hope to meet you tomorrow on the quota activation. That's always good fun, I think. So 73, thank you very much for being there, and have a good night. And the final word is for Nick 04 India Whiskey Oscar, the group 08 November. Tango, go ahead, Nick.
Yes, Oscar, November 8, November Tango in the group from G4 IWO. Yeah, it's been fabulous yet again to hear our friends from various parts of the UK and across the world, and loved all the reports, and particularly impressed, of course, as always, with Bob N4XAT with his Parks on the Air achievements out there. Astonishing what you're managing to do there, Bob. A couple of things of interest. The first one's a funny story. We have two major weather apps on people's phones that people use here in the UK. One is the BBC weather app, the other is the Met Office. And users of the BBC weather app discovered when they opened up their weather forecast today for their locality that hurricane winds were forecast. In fact, when you scrolled down the app, the forecast was for 12,000 mile per hour winds. And that reporting lasted for virtually the whole day for every single location anywhere in the UK. In fact, anywhere in the planet, exactly the same location was forecast. So goodness knows what had gone wrong with their computer system and the control of their app. And it's still not properly resolved as I speak now. But it caused a lot of amusement when people, as they do, go onto their app in the morning, see what the weather's going to be like for their journey, and discover they were going to face a hurricane where they lived. So don't always believe what you read in apps and on the computer, I think, is probably the moral of that story. And a couple of things. There's a contest on this weekend, the Oceania DX contest, which is a CW contest this weekend. From 0600 Zulu on Saturday through to 0600 Zulu on Sunday. Oceania stations obviously are trying to work prefixes around the world, and they get multipliers and points for that, whereas the rest of us only get a limited number of points depending on which band we work on. But for anyone looking to work in anywhere in Oceania, not just VK and ZL, but other stations within the Oceania region, then do have a look if you've got some CW and listen around on the bands on the CW portions. You may be surprised, given the amazing conditions we've got, not consistently, but from time to time, due to the solar cycle we're in at the moment. So just a quick tip for everybody. Yeah, very good information on the World Polio Day special event station, and also the 100th anniversary of the New Zealand UK contacts as well. That's extremely good news. So as always, delightful to hear people on the net this evening, and I'll be looking out hopefully for Owen tomorrow afternoon, operating from a park. And I'm sure, Owen, if you post your information as well on the Pennine Ham WhatsApp group when you are active, just post your frequency and call sign. I'm absolutely certain that other members of Pennine Ham will immediately go, and if they're at home and near a radio, we'll have a look out for you, and maybe you'll get a few Pennine Ham stations in the log as well. So good luck to Owen, 73s to everybody, and look forward to seeing everyone next week. Oscar, November 8, November Tango. This is G4 IWO. Cheers, Jeff.
Okay, thank you very much, Nick. And some interesting things there about WX apps. That's strange. Yeah. And just another tip about the Oceania contest. That will become a very, very busy weekend, I think. And with all the other activities, Owen activating the RITI contest, and the ISS, the International Space Station, is still sending pictures until Monday. So that will be a very busy weekend. I would say safety trees to everyone. Safety trees also to everyone on YouTube, and hope to catch you all next week. I will not send a picture this time because I was not prepared to do so. But anyway, I was too busy with the ISS and the slow scan TV pictures today. I would say all the best, 73s, and hope to catch you all again. and I now close the net from the Pennine Ham digital net here. I'm now closing that. I would say safety peace to everyone, and hope to catch you again from the group over 8 November Tango. Bye bye. All the best.